Hey, everybody. Thanks for checking out today's broadcast or stream or weight loss check in or whatever I'm going to start calling them, right? But today is day 40 of my 3-year challenge to get my health and wellness under control. And to start that challenge, I have fasted since the beginning so far. So I am on day 40 of my fast. Things have been going well with the fast so far. The total hours that I've been fasting has been 953 hours. So I am 47 hours, 47 hours from being done with my 1,000-hour fast. That's awesome. Hey, what's going on, Bolt? Um, the how are you guys' diets going? I know, Bolt, you said you had to kind of eat because of some medication there. I hope that you were able to keep your calories within the range you were hoping to do there. But anybody else checking this out too later on or down the line too, we'd love to hear how your diets are going. The Today I don't have a lot prepped. I'm not doing a weigh-in, so it could end up being a quick one here. It just depends on if I start going off in any tangents. But like I said, the fast has been going well. It is definitely feel like I am hitting the end of getting a ton of benefit from it. I mean, I feel like, obviously the weight loss, I'm losing a lot of weight, but I had some swelling issues with my legs I talked about that went down pretty rapidly. There's still some sores that are healing, and those are going to take a long time to heal. And so, but I got a lot of dry skin in that area, so I think that's kind of part of the body getting rid of the dead skin or the cells it doesn't need in those areas. The let's see here. Yeah, so Bolt just said here that he saw a diet story that inspired him, and the diet they're doing is more difficult than the one he's currently on. There must be some things about it that the success or whatever from that must be pretty awesome to consider, changing. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I fasting is the most extreme diet you could possibly do, I feel like. And so this 40 days of fasting, definitely very extreme. And then we're actually going to roll into kind of an extreme, but less extreme because we're actually going to be eating. So, I guess you can't give me too much of a hard time about being extreme. So what ended up happening today that I was going to talk about, I was real busy with work, which was kind of nice because it gave me less time to look into food stuff or research food stuff. And one of the things that I had seen in a video that they kind of talk about when you're changing your diet, you end up spending a lot of time researching that new diet and learning about that diet and getting excited about that diet. And so, really, for me, it feels like for the last week and a half or 2 weeks that I've just been taking a crash course in the diet that I'm switching to because it's so far from what I planned. I planned on going keto and eating meat and having big piles of bacon and steak, and I'm not doing that now. So I've had to spend the last couple weeks kind of retraining, figuring out how to cook this other different way. And so I spent a lot of time watching, food videos, cooking videos. Today with work, I was pretty busy, and so it kept me from doing that, which was really nice. And then tonight I'm gonna go play some video games. And so that should help me not be watching YouTube videos and stuff around the house tonight. Um, but if you're running into, that you feel like you've been uh, just embrace, just uh, like surrounding myself by this new diet, this new lifestyle, or whatever. It's kind of nice to take a little bit of a break uh, from that. Let's see. Well, yeah, we're in the USA. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about gut biome stuff. But I really don't know hardly anything about it actually. Um, doing everything right. I was so I thought AIP was some place where you saw the diet. What is the AIP diet? I guess not something I've ever heard of. I guess autoimmune protocol. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything. It's an elimination diet. Help reduce inflammation, ease. So yeah, I mean, I can look into it. It looks like it's got some good benefits for people though. I'll look into that though, see what that's all about. A lot of calories in coconut oil bag, a bigger frozen veggie. The more restricted AIP diet is a more restricted paleo diet. Okay. Yeah, and that's something I was really interested in looking in paleo diet prior to this. And then that kind of is actually what led me into the more vegetable diet actually than I expected. So, but let's see. Like I said, I don't have a ton here. The other notes I had written was so a lot of you people, a lot of people that have seen or watching this now probably come from Reddit and other places where I've posted videos. And there was some people sharing on one of the subreddits kind of some personal stuff, and it got me thinking about like the way they were talking and just that like it's it's tough to share your experiences and you have different things going on, and I have different issues than other people have, and other people have, but it's easy to feel alone when you have those, like the I talked about a lot more early on, I suppose, but like being over 500 pounds, like even if I had family members that were overweight or obese, but there are very few times in my life where I haven't been the biggest guy in the room. And then in the past year and a half, for sure, I've been pretty much the biggest guy in the room always. And so, um, even though you're surrounded by, but you feel alone. And some of what they were talking about was more about like medications and stuff. When you're taking antidepressants, and I think that I found a lot of therapy in being open on this format. I could have done it in a smaller group or done it with just more of my family. I did last time I did a $30 or 30-hour or 30-day fast. I didn't tell anybody. Like my wife knew about it obviously, and my kids maybe picked up on it a little bit, but we tried to kind of not let that be part of but like my family didn't know, like until I was done with it and I was eating again, I didn't even tell anybody about it. But and so now with being so open and putting these videos up, and I definitely am more committed to it. But what I'm getting at is like a lot of times, like if you get put on medications like antidepressants or antipsychotics or all kinds of other medications, you're sharing your story maybe between you and just your therapist, and it's kind of still keeping those emotions a secret, you know. And I don't know that, the best way to get those emotions out, but one of the things that I was kind of felt like when I was reading this that people need to know is that if you're overweight and you're depressed and you're on medication, or you're just, whether you're overweight, but like, you're not alone, because if you were alone, then these pharmaceutical companies wouldn't be spending billions of dollars to produce these medicines to help people that have the conditions like you're explaining. So I just, like I said, even though you're keeping it to yourself, or just between you and your therapist, um, you're not alone. And sometimes sharing it, like I've shared a few times on the Reddit that super morbidly obese. I really like the community. It's a nice, they do a good job at least keeping trolls out of it, I guess. Um, but so many times when people share on there, they don't believe how much support they get from random people. I felt the same way a lot very early on too when I was posting videos or stuff on there. So just don't you don't have to do it alone. I mean, and it doesn't have to be a huge thing. I know that uh there's not a lot of like programs out there. I wish there was more Overeater Anonymous or something like that out there. Um and it's uh it's not. And so, maybe if coming here and talking a little bit helps you keep on track or keeps you motivated to go. I know it does me. I know that KF really enjoys these half hours talking about this stuff and kind of keeping it as a priority. So not many free programs out there, right? I guess you have to listen to my voice, and that probably cost some years off to somebody. So yeah, we got a bunch going on about gut biome here. Okay, it says easier to be honest with strangers and with those that you're close to sometimes. Yeah, and there's a lot of an anonymity that you're given on the internet. I kind of didn't do any of that. I suppose I can uh, change names and stuff, but I mean, I'm trying to be as real of me as I can be here. Just because a lot of stuff going on. And then yeah. So yeah, I don't know, guys. Like I said, it's real quick. My plan right now, I'm not weighing in today, obviously. Uh I don't think I'm gonna weigh in tomorrow, because weighing in tomorrow and then I'm gonna weigh in at like noon the next day, or or I guess it's 3 the next day. So I'm going to uh not weigh in tomorrow, but I will weigh in. I'm gonna do like uh a special stream or something on Saturday. I don't usually stream on Saturdays. Um, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. Uh, Not sure if I'm going to do it at noon or do it at 3. I'll make that decision tomorrow. I don't imagine my weight will change much if I do it at 3. Maybe I'll eat something on camera. You know, just to have something to eat. But it has been a wild ride. I'm excited about getting to the end of it. It's been interesting every time somebody new that I tell about what's going on. They're shocked. I mean, I had people tell me that there's no way. Yeah, I think maybe I said it yesterday. There's no way you're fasting that long, and I'm like, hey, I'm standing right in front of you. Like I'm here. So, I am very excited to be done. I am. I've been craving mushrooms and onions. That's what I've been craving. I think it was once I kind of started doing, they're deciding to go this way, and KF was doing it too. That was a staple that she made there for a few days, and it looked very good. And so I think I'm gonna have some of that at least for a couple days. But like I said in the past, I really want to take it slow because I overdid it in the past, and I don't want to do that now. Just want to um, make sure I do it the best I can this time. If yeah, I'll look into that AIP. Or I can go over these comments and see what you're talking about here. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited that you found something that you're more excited about. Honestly, that's pretty awesome because sometimes you don't even know what you're looking for. And if you have any of I haven't gone through and read all your texts here, Bolt, but if you have any of the same conditions that they're having, and it worked for them, I'm excited to see you succeed in that as well. My Instagram is at Fasting. That is FAHSTING. Hit the like button. After the 40 days, while I refeed here, I am Bolt's asking what my eating schedule is going to be after the 40 days. So my goal right now is to create. I'm probably going to have a really big window through the refeed because I don't know how many calories I'm going to be able to get in at a time. But eventually, I'm going to go from like a 8-hour window down to a 6-hour window, and then possibly one of the things I was contemplating earlier on is adding in like a 2-day fast every like on the weekends, or maybe skip a day here or there. I don't know, maybe spin a wheel or something at the beginning of the week and make that the day I don't eat. I don't know. Just to add a little bit of a extended fast to get my body burning a little bit faster, or a little bit more. And then honestly, slowly getting that window in a better position. The diet that we are going on is you actually kind of have to eat a lot of food to consume the calories. So it might be tough to eat in a shorter than a 6-hour window. A macro goals for my eating days. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have some, but I don't. The macro stuff is so new. And one of the things I saw a video, and I can't remember the name of the doctor, but he had kind of a revised food pyramid. And essentially, what he had said and why a lot of diets work is that, according to him, and I'm pretty sure I did talk about this on an earlier stream, but you got to keep your calories in check. You have to, find out your total daily, and then the calories that you do eat, if you make sure that at least 10% of the calories are from the fat, carb, protein fields. So you have to do at least 10% fat, at least 10% carb, and at least 10% protein. And then what he said that the elimination diets work so well is that then you make the other 60% up of just one of those. So it's mostly going to be, that's why Atkins, keto, carnivore, they're very high in the protein side. You still need to have a little bit of carbs and a little bit of fat. Or keto, I guess, is a high fat, but carnivore is probably high protein. Whereas like vegan, vegetarian, higher carbohydrate, you still need to get at least 10% of your calories from fat, 10% of your calories from protein. And so that's kind of where we're going. We're going more the vegetarian direction with this. And I'm only, I don't know that this is going to be what we do forever, but I want to lose weight. And this looks like it's a good way to help continue to lose weight. And then I'm going to reevaluate in 30, 45 days, decide if I want to do a fast at the beginning of February again. I don't know if that's enough time between a long fast like this and then rolling into another long fast. but I am a very large man with a lot of excess fat. So I have had a lot of luck. Excuse me, I don't know why I am burping right now. But I've had a lot of luck getting my body to live off fat for the last 40 days. So I imagine I'll be continuing. Um, but yeah, the big things as far as our diet going after, I'm going to be still low calorie. I'll probably stay under um, 1,500 calories. Like I said, it just depends on how much food that ends up being. But I'm going to try to continue to, I'll probably do weigh-ins like weekly because then I don't have to worry about, eating uh, habits causing issues or something. Maybe I'll weigh in after a fast. Then that way it'll be the most likely opportunity to be down in weight. Because if I go up a pound or if I go up in weight, I know I'm gonna have to deal with that, right? Um, but I guess it wouldn't hurt me if in constant. But the um yeah, I guess I don't know if that was a long answer for your question there, but that was it. Yeah, like I said, I don't have much today. I'll be on tomorrow. I am, uh, like I said earlier, if you get a chance, take a mental break from the diet stuff. If you find that it's weighing you down, it might be a good uh, might want to find a way to take a mental break from it. Like I said, I was pretty busy with work today, which helped. And then I am going to go play some video games tonight. So I won't be sitting on YouTube and Google and typing in how to make this and how to do that or what's the best for this or, and everything. Right. My daily caloric goal, I think is going to be about 1,500 right now. I mean, I'm not going to know exactly where I'm going to sit until I get until I start eating this way a little bit and I see how much food I have to eat to get to that amount or how little food I have to get to that amount. Um, I know that when 7 years ago, I reference this diet a lot, but it's the one I'm getting closest to because I started at about 425 pounds when I started that diet. Um, I went for 9 months. I don't know. I don't think I broke 1,000 calories in that 9 months. Um, and so again, that was great for weight loss, and that's what I'm looking for is weight loss. I don't want to go that low. I want to have a little bit more variety because what ended up happening, which happens at the end of all the diets, is I never learned how to eat like somebody who is the weight I want to be. I've only know how to eat how somebody who ends up 520 pounds eats, and I know how to calorie restrict and uh, fast. Obviously, doing it now. But yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to try to listen to my body. There was a few times when I was at that low calorie restriction, 7, 8 months in, I would get dizziness standing up or lightheadedness that, kind of brushed off at the time. That was probably, signs of my body telling me that I should be eating a few more calories because at the end of the day, another 100 or 200 calories one day isn't going to be what makes or breaks you. And then, if even if you if you went from a 1,500 calorie diet to a 1,600 calorie diet, it would take you, um, what, 35 days to get an extra pound. I mean, no, it's all, um, I don't know. I don't think that right, the math right on, but it could. Um, Right. How much do I need to eat at 220 to stay at that weight? Well, I mean, that's really what the standard American would be is, yeah, 220 is my goal. It was 219.8, 220 is my goal. Um, they're gonna eat probably what 2,200 calories. Uh, I don't know if it'll come up quick. Uh, they estimate between 1,600 and 24. Yeah, so it'll be between 1,600 and 24. And then what my hope is with this being that I'm looking at doing it for the 3 years, is my hope is that I hit my goal in like a year and a half or 2 years, or and so then I have to go the final year and a half, figuring out how to end at my goal, to still be at my goal weight in 3 years. I think that with how well things have been going, I have lost a lot of weight so far. It's going to slow down, especially when I start eating. But I think that losing the 300 pounds really within 2 years is very doable. I know that through fasting, there was somebody else had mentioned that fasting fat man, he lost, I don't know, way over that in a year. I mean, he lost like 200 in a year. Um, so, right. Well, I'm doing okay. Um, I think that as long as we're all continuing to have, successful days, that's what we have to measure by. I don't know. I mean, it's something where what Bolton said something about me. I'm doing better than him. But it's not about that. I guess that would be if I was going to sit here and knock any of the programs I've done in the past. The one, the or you go to the meetings and you count points. Is that I always felt like there was so much of the "you're better than me" or jealousy. Like it was really bad. Like when they'd hand out awards, and I'm a big guy. I mean, I would go in. I was probably 380 pounds the last time I went to a Weight Watchers meeting or something like that. And so in my first week, I'm going to lose a 10. I'm going to have it. And so then there's ladies there's people there that haven't lost. And then, it's a weird, it creates a weird thing. And I don't know if it's because everybody's paying or if it's, like it's not a competition, but they make it that way. And I don't want this to be a competition. I'm not trying to lose weight more faster than anybody. I mean, I'm just trying to kind of show what my experience, what I've always kind of felt is that somebody that's at um, my weight, 500 pounds, can go a few days without food, and there's obviously medical reasons why you couldn't, but and I'll go back to it again. If your doctor would recommend you get bariatric surgery, look at the diet plan that they recommend. It's like a 2 or 3 month thing or whatever. I haven't looked at it, but like if you just said, okay, I'm going to just do that diet, and instead of having that surgery and then drinking clear liquids and not eating solid foods for a week, I'm going to fast for that week. And then you can decide at the end of the week to keep going or to go with their refeed protocol. But if you think a doctor would recommend you get bariatric surgery, that's the diet they would recommend, I would assume, or I think. And so why wouldn't they recommend that diet and not give you surgery in the middle, and try that out, see how it goes for you, and do it for a month or two. I mean, if you're 500 pounds and you're not trying to control fats and the food you're eating, you're going to keep gaining weight. All you got to do is put it in the box. I mean, all you got to do is just make a decision. Pro made a comment here. Keep up the hard work, sir. I started watching you recently, and you've inspired me to restart my diet. I'm excited. That's awesome, Pro. I really, that's part of what I'm doing this for is to show it can be done, or that you can get into. Welcome to the Fa Nation. There you go. Me and my wife are talking about you can become part of the following. That would be the other that we could do. But it's great that you checked in here. I really hope that you keep checking in. I want to hear your successes. If you have struggles, I want to hear them too, because I might not know what to do, but somebody else in the room might have a good idea or not. So But I kept saying it was going to be a short one, and then I drug it out till 30 minutes. So follow me at Instagram at Fast, or yeah, it's Fasting, FAHSTING. Join the Fa Nation and become part of our following. I love it. All right, guys. You guys all have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Who knows if I'll be prepared or not. But I'm going to get on here and I'm going to see you guys. Thanks.